What the fact?
Hugs can make you live longer. Couples who hug for just 20 seconds at the end of the day had lower heart rates and blood pressure than couples who didn't. Both males and females have got to have adequate testosterone for sexual attraction. Yep, even women have small amounts of testosterone. Testosterone creates desire as well as aggressive behavior, which may push you to pursue the person who is creating this desire. More women than men say they need independence in a relationship and prefer to keep their bank accounts separate. Men tend to be less secure. And statistics also show that for every $5,000 that a woman earns over her husband, the chance of divorce increases by 5%. Cuddling can alleviate headaches. The love hormone, which releases when hugging and kissing loved ones, has been shown to treat headaches. We can sense and are attracted to a person with a different immune system. Female test subjects were used to smell unwashed t-shirts of men. Women consistently preferred the smell of the man's shirt whose immune system was different than their own. Apparently, the same findings were discovered in rodents. In the U.S., there is an average of 100 unmarried women to every 86 unmarried men. Joe DiMaggio sent flowers to Marilyn Monroe's grave twice a week for 20 years. Falling in love is as addicting as cocaine or nicotine. If you've ever wondered why the counter in a bar is curved, there's actually a specific reason. Bars are designed so patrons can assess the people around them for their dating potential. Most bars will also strategically place mirrors to make them seem larger and allow people to check out who's behind them. In Argentina, a farmer planted a tree in the shape of a guitar more than 2/3 of a mile long in honor of his late wife. Love can literally make you go crazy. Something you may or may not know about love is that it can lead to serious infatuation. The same levels of serotonin that bring about the infatuation are found in those with obsessive-compulsive disorder, which is an anxiety disorder. This is probably why you cannot seem to think of anyone else when you've fallen in love.
ChrisTopProgram.com, home to No Name, the Dark Web Serial Killer, Rideshare Stories, and What the Fact.
What the fact?
The chase is the most exciting part of dating to a lot of people. So dating experts suggest not to be too available after a date. A desperate dater is someone who is free for a date no matter how last minute, who focuses too much attention on their partner, who needs constant reassurance about their relationship, who needs a lot of compliments, who abandons their friends at the drop of a hat, and who is willing to settle no matter how badly they are treated. According to eHarmony, people with higher standards and who do not make themselves as available are more likely to find love. Couples can sync up their heart rates by staring into each other's eyes. Love needs to be blind for survival. It doesn't seem to matter what others say to a new lover. He or she is always perfect in our eyes. Now, the blindness is critical for us to move forward in our relationship and is usually required to move onto the attachment stage, as scientists call it, so that they can stay in love long enough to have and raise children. In other words, to populate the earth. Iceland's total population is about 320,000 people. A big concern in Iceland is that they'll accidentally bump nasties with a relative. There's a new dating app called Bump that can tell you whether or not you're related to the other person just by bumping your phones together. Simply looking at a loved one's photograph can be enough to relieve physical pain. We're attracted to those who look and or smell similar to one of our parents. We also tend to fall in love with someone who looks like ourselves. Aside from facial features, hair color, and eye color, we also tend to be attracted to those with the same lung volumes, earlobe lengths, and metabolic rates. Before we could swipe left or right, people had to find other means of finding romance. Not long after the first newspaper was invented, personal ads started appearing. In the Victorian era, the telegraph was also used as a means of finding romance. Due to its ability to quickly transmit messages across long distances, it opened up opportunities for people who had never met to communicate and to fall in love. Love at first sight, as we know it, can happen as quickly as in 1/5 of a second.
What the Fact is a Chris Top program production.
What's the fact?
Hi, I'm Keelan, the good-looking one of Making Sense. Make sure you subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Thanks for listening to this Chris Top program production.